Story 1. 1 million because I have a problem with intrusive thoughts, and if I didn't win the billion and got nothing, it would eat away at me for years and eventually kill me from stress and misery. Story 2. $1 million guaranteed would legitimately solve all my problems. I just need my debt wiped away, and the wage I make would allow us to live comfortably. I don't need $1 billion, as nice as it would be. I just want to be debt-free and have a house. Tired of renting. Story 3. For every coin flip or 50-50 shot or 1 in 2 odds, there is a winner and a loser. I have learned that my role in life is to be that loser. Give me the guaranteed million. Story 4. If going purely by expected value, the billion is the correct answer. Going by odds of receiving life-changing money with no regard to how much your life changes, the million. If you happen to be in the 1% where $1 million truly doesn't make a difference, you can lose the coin toss and won't cry about the sure million, then it's the billion. I think this covers it. Story 5. 50-50 shot at $1 billion. Would not even hesitate to go for that coin flip. $1 million would be awesome, do not get me wrong. It would be life-changing insofar as I could have a comfortable safety net and a better retirement nest egg, but it is still not enough that I would never have to work again. Whereas $1 billion is generational wealth. I would never have to work again, nor would a large contingent of family and friends. The difference between $1 million and $1 billion is 99.9% of $1 billion. Put it this way, to me, $1 million is maybe a decade's worth of comfortable middle-class net earnings. $1 billion is 10,000 years worth. Put it another way, would you want $1 or a 50-50 chance for $1,000? I would take the latter every time. $1,000 or a 50-50 chance at $1 million. Absolutely still the latter. $10 million or $10 billion. That's getting to be the threshold that is interesting. $10 million I could retire very, very comfortably on. Story 6. $50 million would be life-changing, but not radically so. I could certainly retire earlier than expected. $1 billion would impact entire generations of my family and allow me to easily provide for my kids and their kids in a much more positive way. Story 7. I would take the million guaranteed. I would rather live stress-free with a cool million than gamble it all and potentially end up with nothing. Plus, $1 million still buys a lot of tacos. Story 8. I would take the guaranteed million. With my luck, I would end up with nothing, and $1 million is more than enough to live comfortably and stress-free. Plus, far fewer sleepless nights. Story 9. For me, the billion is life-changing and the million is not. If I took the million, I'd still be going to work tomorrow. So, I'll take my 50-50 shot at becoming super wealthy. Story 10. Reading the comments just shows how many of us are in no position to take uncertain risks. $1 billion sure sounds nice, but considering that $1 million is also nice, I wouldn't risk it. It's better to have that safety net. Story 11, no doubt about it. $1 million. I know for sure I'll have that. I'm not going to gamble on the possibility I'll get $1 billion. Because there are only 2 options. Either I get lucky and I get $1 billion. I can brag about having $1 billion instead of $1 million. And I'll keep telling myself, boy, am I glad I took the 50-50 gamble. Or I lose. I don't get the $1 billion. And I'll keep hating myself for the rest of my life and telling myself, you fool, you should have taken the million. Story 12. The difference between $1 million and $1 billion is about $1 billion. I would go for it. Expected value of $500 million. If I were in a more precarious financial situation, I would want the guaranteed money, but there is such an immense difference between the two, and I am not about to starve if I get unlucky. Story 13. People seriously underestimate what $1 million and some sound financial planning can accomplish. 50% chance of lifelong regret or 100% chance of coasting through life in peace. Story 14. I would take the 50-50 chance at $1 billion. Why settle for $1 million when the thrill of a massive jackpot could lead to incredible opportunities? Life is too short for safe bets. Let us go big or go home. Story 15. The way someone answers probably tells you a lot about where they are. $1 million wouldn't change my life significantly, except to move up my retirement date a few years. I'd still go to work, maybe not Monday, but shortly. But a billion? I wouldn't even bother to give my notice, and I'd burn my SIM card so clients couldn't pester me. Give me the coin toss. Story 16, 1 million now. Because I'm over 50, disabled, a cancer survivor, and down to my last $5,000 in bills to pay off. I am on a fixed income, so that 5,000 will take forever, and a million might set me up for what little time I have left. It would also let me adopt a kitten so I'm not alone for the possible next 15 years. So yes, 1 million now. Story 17. It might be instructive if you divide by 1,000. Would you rather have $1,000 guaranteed or a 50-50 chance at having $1 million? In the first case, people who really need $1,000 will take it. Those who have problems or aspirations too big for $1,000 to address will go for the 50-50 on $1 million. Divide by 1,000 again. Would you rather have $1 guaranteed or a 50-50 chance at having $1,000? Almost none of US would accept the $1 over the chance at $1,000. Now put the original numbers back in. If you took the sure thing, then it's likely you're at least a little financially insecure. $1 million would solve all your bigger problems and set you up for a good life. If you took the chance, you either have really big problems or more likely, you don't really need the money and it's worth taking a chance to score big. Story 18. I do not need $1 billion. I am good financially, so all 1 million is first used to pay off all my parents' debts. Then the remaining $900,000 is invested in the stock market. Story 19. Well, if I could sell that 50-50 to a consortium willing to invest in the possibility of $1 billion payout, that's very good odds for investors with millions available to gamble with. Then I would take the 50-50 odds and sell it off. Otherwise, I'll take the million. Story 20. While $1 million is life-changing money and can buy a nice house in a medium cost of living area and eliminate rent or mortgage payments, in a high cost of living area, it might get you a nice condo. It's not, I'll never need to work again money. If I'm going to have to keep working, I'm going to progress through my career anyway, and I'll earn $1 million in a few short years. In fact, in a few years from right now, I'll have gained the experience to check every box to qualify for individual contributor jobs, also known as no people management, that pay upwards of $250,000 per year. I'd literally be making $1 million every 4 years. And that's if I stop there and don't become a manager or director or something. Meanwhile, I'll never make $1 billion no matter what I do. Give me the coin flip. Story 21. 50-50 any day. And anyone who thinks otherwise is way overvaluing $1 million. $1 million will get you out of a bad financial position and give you a very modest annual financial boost, $40,000 per year, inflation adjusted each year if invested. But it's not enough to fully support you. $1 billion is enough to support multiple generations. Even if you had 4 kids and each of them had 4 kids, all 20 of them would still collect $2 million per year on investment returns alone, never touching the principal. Story 22. With $1 million, I can retire tomorrow, make some investments, and live modestly until the end of my life, maybe doing part-time gigs with the things I love like miniature painting or game development. Why would I risk being able to retire tomorrow for a 50% chance to have more money than a person could ever dream of? Story 23 million guaranteed hands down. 1 million right now would set me up comfortably for life. I don't need to be able to buy literally anything my heart desires. Story 24. 50-50 at $1 billion. 1 million would make my life more comfortable. 1 billion will make all my friends and family set for generations. Got to take that risk for the greater good.